Okay, clearly these polygraphical ciphers are much more secure than monoalphabetic ones. But it's still they are vulnerable, okay, because we already checked the frequencies of blocks of size n. So for example, the digraphic crypto system, there are only 676 digraphs, which means blocks of length 2. And we just check which one appears most. So in English, we already have such information. So just by comparing this, we can figure out which letters is assigned to what. So in table 2.5, we already have TH appears most as a length 2 block of the letters, right, in English. And the next one is ER. So if you figure out the given ciphertext is done by Hill cipher, then just looking for most common digraph in that ciphertext and saying, let's say it's KX, and the next most appeared one is VZ, then we can guess how they got this way from TH and ER. So we can figure out the 4 entries of that 2x2 matrix. So we need linear equation for that. But anyway, the system of linear equations. But so it's very easy to kind of break it if you have long enough ciphertext once again. So these are the kind of typical cryptanalysis up to Hill cipher. First, just to check the frequency of the letters in the given ciphertext and calculate the IC, the index of coincidence of that text. And if the IC is close enough to this number, we can guess that is done by monoalphabetic cipher. So we just check for additivity, multiplicative, and keyword or affine transformations like that. So it's going to be easy to do that. If it's not, if the IC is not close enough to this number, rather is close to this number, then we can say that cipher is done by polyalphabetic. So we need to determine the length of keyword, right? So we have 2 tests to figure out that, Kasiski and Friedman. Then we can arrange our ciphertext into the number of columns corresponding the length of the keyword that we figure out from that 2 tests. And then just check whether each column of that table is monoalphabetic again by checking the IC of each column. And if it is, then change each one of them. Actually, each column is just simply additive cipher, right? So we can just dealing with that with Virginia scale, right? Okay, what happens if each column is not monoalphabetic? Then we could, assuming that ciphertext is done by polygraphic one. So maybe it's Hill cipher, but we don't know the size of it, whether it's 2, 3 or something like that. So just checking which letters, I mean the string of letters appears most, starting from 2, right? So like a TH, ER is corresponding one, so looking for that. If it's not working, then length 3 ones. So THE appears most and something like that, right? So you can just do that. So if you're really serious about this breaking certain ciphertext, then there must be some corresponding information about this information, the frequencies of words, right? Then you can apply that to attack that question. Okay. So this is the whole cryptanalysis up to Hill cipher.